welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Today is Friday and I played hooky from work. I took a mental health day. I didn't play hooky. I took a mental health day and I needed it. So I'm coming on. I know I've been saying I was going to get this quilt top on the frame and I have not. So a little story time before I do. I have had 2 practice quilts on here. I've played around with the machine. I have not done anything on a consistent daily basis. And from all the people I've, listened to and watched, they recommend at least 15 minutes daily, just so that you can, build up your skills and your comfortableness with your machine and your frame. And then when I took off the practice top and knew that I was going to put the real deal on, I got nervous. I panicked. And I froze. And I froze for several weeks. This top should have been on the frame. And I just could not bring myself to do it. I got scared. Like, this is a real quilt. This is not a practice one. What if I messed up? What if, and what if? All of the what ifs. And even some made up what ifs, So, with me taking a mental health day, I said, okay, forget it. I'm going to put the top on the frame, and that may be all that I do for today, but I'm going to get it loaded. Now, you know that the room is small. I cannot go around the frame that way. I cannot go around the frame that way. I have to go under the frame. So I will not let you see me do that. Have my behind all up in the air, crawling on the floor. The things we do for the things we love, right? So this video may be a little choppy in that I'm on this side working with the top and the back and all of that. And then I disappear and I'm on that side. And I work on it on that side. And then I'm back on this side. That may be the reality of this video, and guess what? I am a-okay with that. I will bring you along for as much as I possibly can, but I will not let you see me crawl on this floor. Anyway, I thought I had enough backing fabric, but ended up having to piece 2 pieces of 108-inch wide backing fabric, because here's what I did. I bought 6 yards at one time, and then I bought 4 yards. The 4 yards, I was supposed to be using that as background fabric for various quilt tops. The 6 yards, I was supposed to be leaving as a backing for this quilt top. And I put them in the same location. Instead of putting them in 2 separate locations, I put them in the same location. And I never checked which one I was grabbing when I was cutting to do background fabric on that quilt and on this quilt. So when I was ready to pull out the backing fabric, I realized it was just a little too short. Just a little bit. And so I had to piece together backing fabric. See? And I mean, it wasn't a whole lot. Like, that's all I had to piece on there. But still. So there's that. I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm gonna do what I can. and we will go from there. I don't think there's going to be I think they recommend 4 or 6 inches on all sides extra. I don't think that's going to be the case. We'll find out. Okay, without further ado, let's get this party started. Maybe it will be wide enough to have that extra on each side. I forget it is the 108-inch extra wide. That would only make sense. Duh. And this is going to be trial and error, because do I remember how to do this? No, I don't. I mean, I remember how to snap it on and everything. Do I remember which way the leaders go and all of that? Nope. Trial and error, trial and error. We're going to work with it. why am I being so meticulous and getting all the threads and any hairs or whatever that I'm finding off? Well, this is going to be against the batting. I don't want any straight threads peeking through. Some of these threads are white threads or off-white threads, and I don't want them peeking through when I do quilt this top. The other thing is, my daughter has a cat, my grandson, I should say, my grandson has a cat. And they left the door open one night and the cat got in. So I am just really looking meticulously to make sure there are no cat hairs at all. And I just use the last bit of my lint roller, so I don't have that to be able to run that across. I'm spraying water as I see wrinkles, and you may be able to see them, I don't know, from your vantage point. There are wrinkles because this was not folded. I did not iron it. I did not press this in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I learned from watching Susan Smith, and her YouTube channel is called Stitch by Susan. Watching her and a plethora of her videos, she never centers. She floats her tops. She uses the red snappers, and you saw that I was having some trouble with mine. Mine are still really new, really. And so they do tell you that, you know, until you've used them for a while, it will be difficult to get them snapped on. But once they're on, and it's good to go. It just means I need to use it more often. Duh. That was for me, not for you. And so she does not press her backing, nor does she press her quilt top. I do have the cordless iron. If I so desire, I could come over here and knock these wrinkles out. But what she taught is to just spritz it with water, as you saw me doing. Just a fine mist of water, and then as you're rolling it, those wrinkles will kind of settle down, and they won't be there. So these here, you saw me kind of loosen it and look down in the well. I was looking because that seam was straight, and then as I rolled it a little bit, it was still kind of high up on that end, and it was rolled up on this end. So after I get the back part snapped onto the leader, then I will roll it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you know what? I think I did this wrong. This is supposed to be over this bar, because I'm floating my top. See what I mean? So this was supposed to be up over this bar. But that's okay. I'll redo it. Just hold your horses. I told you. I'm over the okay, I'm scared. And this is just gonna be, hey, we're learning together. Either you have a long arm or you don't, or you're just gonna watch me make my mistakes and learn from them. But how else do you learn from mistakes if you don't redo it? Or how else do you learn if you don't make mistakes? So, give me 1 minute. So it's supposed to come up and over And then I will attach the backing to this way, and then as it rolls, it'll go in between there and all that good stuff. So we are good. And right now I'm just making sure that the leader cloth stays straight before I lock it back in place. There we are. So now, when I attach it, I could go a little bit more. And there is where my magnets come in. So it holds this in place. Now, child, what did I do with the other magnet? How did it get away from me? I don't even know. The room ain't but yay big. But I lost the magnet. So let me find this other one. Thankfully, I have several of them. That's fine. All right. Let's do this again now. Okay, what I discovered, excuse me, while I was on the back side putting the red snappers on is apparently this was the side I was cutting from when I was cutting for background pieces, and it is no longer straight. And how this confirms it is this is nice and taut, this is sagging. I have a little sag here, and then I have tautness. I have a little sag here and here, all the way down to the end. So what I'm going to do is go back on the back side and redo my snappers. I'm gonna pull the fabric, excuse me, just a little bit more taut. And when I clamp it on my, see how it's uneven? I have some black fabric sticking up here, none sticking up here. So I'm gonna go back on the back side and pull this taut. And the fabric may be uneven as it's clamped to the red snappers, but it will straighten out here and I won't have that sag. That's what I'm wanting. fixed it. You see it's all nice and taut. There's no sagging. No sagging. Let's go on and get it rolled up the rest of the way. All right, so I don't see any sagging. Well, right here I do. But I think I can work that out. Now, I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Yeah, you can see a little bit. I have quite a bit of fabric here, not so much here, not so much here, and then I have a little bit here sticking out. That just shows you. I'm actually going to pull this up a little bit right here. That just shows you how crooked I cut. I thought I was cutting straight, but apparently not. So, okay, I took out some of that sag. I have a little bit of sag right here and a little bit of sag right here, but I can work that out. I'm not worried about it. you know? That's wrong. There's a bar below it. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, yes, 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 yes. That's wrong. This is supposed to go under that bar below it and then come up. I'm looking at it and I'm like, something's wrong with this. I'm supposed to be able to see the tape measure that's on it. It's supposed to sit on top of this fabric here. Why is that fabric kind of going up like that? It's not supposed to. Again, I am not, ironically, I'm not mad at myself. I'm not frustrated. It was laughable. You saw me laugh. It was laughable, as was this one, because it's like, oh girl, you got that wrong. And you got this one wrong too. However, this is only the third time that I am loading my frame. And I've had it since, we ain't gonna discuss that. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing right now so that I can get this batting cut off. Then I have to go to a doctor's appointment. And then when I come back, I'm going to redo this. I'm not going to be on camera to do it. You saw me do this. It's the same thing. I just need to take it under that bar. I will do that. And the next time you see, I will be putting a basting stitch along the batting so that I can line my quilt top up evenly and straight. And then I will baste it. And that may be all you see for today's video. We will see.